This is the Farm Monitor. For over 50 years, your source for agribusiness news and features from around the Southeast and across the country, focusing on one of the nation's top industries, agriculture. The Farm Monitor is produced by one of the largest general farm organizations, the Georgia Farm Bureau. Now here are your hosts, Ray DeLesio and Kenny Bergamy.
Well, season's greetings and welcome to a special edition of the Farm Monitor. Why so special, you ask? Well, quite frankly, any show that has this guy in it, Kenny B, it's a special show, right?
Wrong. Actually, it's that time of year again when we recap all the happenings at the Georgia Farm Bureau's annual convention on Jekyll Island. For instance, President Tom McCall's yearly address and why he feels membership is so vital to the success of the organization. Also, Monica Massey, the 2022 Georgia Excellence in Ag Teacher of the Year Award. Ray with a special feature on how she promotes ag both in and out of the classroom using freshly grown foods as well as live animals. Plus an in-depth look at all the YF&R competition winners from this year, including the sharp young man Willie Sizemore, a future lawyer and former FFA Georgia State President. So much to cover, and it all starts right now.
Like fine wine, Georgia Farm Bureau just gets better with age, doesn't it? What a celebration it was. This, the 85th edition of the GFB Annual Convention. Over 1,400 members from across the state together again. Chance to see some old friends, make some new ones, share some laughs, create new memories, and just feel good about what all this organization has done for ag and will continue to do in the years to come.
Everybody seems to be in a good mood. No drama, nobody's, fussing or growling over anything. It just looked like a great celebration.
As a seventh-generation farmer myself and a proud Farm Bureau member myself, I want to thank you for your involvement in your work every day to ensure that Georgia agriculture is successful.
I just appreciate y'all so much and the relationship, your legislative team that we have such a great relationship with, and we're going to continue to do that for the next 4 years.
Now, meantime, this year's convention was extra special for Georgia Farm Bureau President Tom McCall. In addition to celebrating the company's milestone, President McCall re-elected to another 2-year term. At his annual address, McCall talking on a number of key issues, including Farm Bureau's progress over the past 85 years. He also emphasized the importance of strength in numbers, specifically Georgia Farm Bureau's membership.
The size and scope of our membership is important to all of us to continue the programs that we do that I've mentioned this morning. It allows us to have a strong voice advocating for you. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't do it, I don't know who will. May God continue to bless you, bless Farm Bureau, the state of Georgia, and may God bless America.
All right, much more from Jekyll Island in just a bit, but first, a look ahead to January and the American Farm Bureau Convention in Puerto Rico. For months now, we've known the individuals who will represent Georgia in the various YF&R competitions at convention. Our first profile, the 2022 discussion meet winner, Willie Sizemore of Lee County.
If you were to interview any professor here at Mercer Law School, they would tell you that what law school teaches you, especially in the first and second year, is that how to spot an issue and how to analyze it. And I think when you boil down what discussion meet is 5 different ag issues, understanding what the real question is asking, and telling your judges and your fellow contestants how you approach that issue and how you see it. So I think I will bring that to the table when it comes to discussion meet, is just looking at the issues and the question presented and applying the facts that I've prepared to meet that issue. I didn't grow up in ag, and I found ag through FFA. And when I was a junior year I was elected to state FFA president, and I decided that I really wanted to be involved in this industry in a real way. And so the first summer out of high school, after my senior year, I went and worked on a production ag farm, row crop farm in southwest Georgia, and got the real experience just for a summer of what it's like to work on a farm. You know, John Wilkinson is now the president of North Georgia Technical College, but he served as a state senator for over 8 years, and I think the world of him, and he's a huge mentor of mine. and he served as the chairman of the Agriculture and Consumer Affairs Committee in the state Senate, and I worked directly with him as his intern for an entire session. He helped me get a well-rounded experience in ag and see it from the political and legislative side, which was a new facet because I had the education, the background, what you can learn about ag in the classroom. I had a little bit of knowledge of what it's like to work on a farm, but Senator Wilkinson really rounded that out. And after I saw the legislative side, I knew that I wanted to come here to Mercer Law School. And the reason I wanted to come here is so that I could, use some of the talents that I may have and find my way in the ag industry. I don't know the last time that someone won this contest. I know Becca Creasy made it to the Final Four, I believe, a few years ago. And I would love to make it to the Final Four to have a chance to win this contest. It's not as much to me about the trophy. It's not as much to me about the Chevy Silverado. I just know that Farm Bureau has done so much for me. And to think that I'm someone that doesn't come from a traditional ag background, but I've been welcomed by my local president, Neil Wingfield. I've been welcomed by all the folks at Georgia Farm Bureau, and they've been so nice to me. I want to do the best I can to win the contest for everyone that's helped me get here. So I'm going out there to win the national discussion meet, and that's what I'm going to prepare as much as I can to do that.
More profiles on the way, as well as the amazing story of how this Barrow County gifted teacher inspired her students to embrace agriculture both in and out of the classroom, as well as her trial by fire in learning how to take care of goats.
It's safe to say that Franklin County's Colt Hart was destined for a life in agriculture, as this fourth-generation farmer was born and raised around the business. And now this family-run operation has expanded to around 700 head of cattle in 2 broiler houses, as well as growing ryegrass, Bermuda grass, and wheat. So it's no wonder why Colt, along with his wife Leanna, were named the 2022 GFB Young Farmer and Rancher Achievement Award winner.
We were surprised, but we was thankful that they picked us, and we're we've been working hard here on the farm, and just really glad that they could see our hard work, and it finally paid off. I've been here all my life. My daddy, had all this going on. My granddaddy farmed a little bit, and we've been in it for a long time, since the 40s, I think, when my family started here on this land.
And the term family is very important to Hart, as he's taken inspiration from his late father to continue on the family business.
It means a lot to me to carry on the tradition. Farmers are few and far between now because of people moving in here from other areas and can't find land, and it's a dying breed. But it's an honor to me to get to carry it on.
And it's a passion the Harts are looking to pass down to the next generation, as their children are encouraged to immerse themselves in the rural lifestyle.
I like that my youngins can come outside and about do whatever they want to do every day, whether get on a tractor and go with me, or get in a hay truck and go feed cows, or whatever. It's really amazing to have them coming up here with me, though.
I think really just being able to homeschool them and raise them on the farm is that they learn such valuable life skills and life lessons here on the farm that they necessarily wouldn't learn in a school setting just sitting at a desk all day. They help work cows, check chickens, feed cows.
Despite not growing up on a farm, Leanna has grown to love the lifestyle while also taking an active role in the day-to-day operations, which has been invaluable to its success.
Just being able to just go out and do and take the kids along with us, and our schedules, we can create our schedule how we want it to be. We can do business with local people.
She does a lot for this operation. If it wasn't for her, I couldn't do it. She goes to the bank and goes to the fuel stop and pays my fuel bill and goes everywhere for me, and I couldn't do it without her.
Despite the rigors of running a business and raising 5 children, the Harts are also very active in the GFB Young Farmer and Ranchers program, as it provides many benefits for those just getting started in the industry.
They could network with other people and make their business better. And now I've been in it for 4 years, I think, in the Young Farmers and Ranchers program, and I know people all over the state of Georgia. And then when we went to Kentucky to the Young Farmers and Ranchers of America, and we met people from all over the world.
Reporting from Franklin County, I'm Damon Jones for the Farm Monitor.
If you're just joining us, we have been recapping some of the highlights of the 85th Georgia Farm Bureau Convention from Jekyll Island. Needless to say, the Celebrating Ag Leaders program was a huge success. A lot of people being recognized for their incredible contributions, including the teacher who went the extra mile by incorporating agriculture into their daily and weekly lesson plan. Its official name, the Georgia Excellence in Teaching Ag Educator Award. This year's recipient, Monica Massey, a gifted resource teacher at Kennedy Elementary in Barrow County. Monica's focus, the food, health, and agricultural lifestyle. As part of her teachings, she uses tools like the Dairy Alliance's Adopt a Cow program, as well as real live goats. And just a few weeks before convention, I spent an entire day with Monica. I learned that while teaching is now her first love, that wasn't always the case. The cheering, the accolades, being in the spotlight, it's nothing new to Monica Massey. As a youth in Lakeland, Florida, she was an Olympic hopeful swimmer, one of the best in the nation. Eventually, her talents earned her a scholarship to the University of Alabama. Well, fast forward to present day, her 23rd year as a teacher, and Monica still has that competitive spirit. So when an opportunity arose to teach agriculture and change the way children look at their food, one could say Monica dove right in with no hesitation.
We try to taste test a lot of things in here. I tell them whenever we taste test, I'm not feeding you lunch, I'm not feeding you a dinner. I expect for you to try a bite, or I expect for you to try something new. And then we celebrate it whenever they do try something new. So I pull in things that I don't necessarily like as well. And so to expand my palate or to find new and different vegetables that are out there that maybe they've never tried before or have never eaten at their house, that we try them in here, we cook them, and the fun part is that they turn around and they are cooking things at home and they are getting their parents to try new things too as well.
She creates an atmosphere where the kids want to compete. You know, they don't even realize they're competing. They're wanting to be their best because of what she puts, the situation she puts them in, the challenges that she provides for them, and it forces them to step outside of their comfort zone. So yeah, I definitely see it. Our kids are, you know, they definitely want to please her, and the expectations that she has for them is a little bit higher than, and it should be teaching the gifted classes, so a little bit higher than it is in the regular classroom.
The thing about you is you didn't stop there just with the nutrition and the classroom stuff. It went from that to, wait a minute, I want animals now. I want chickens. I want goats. How did that all evolve? And was it that, I guess, former competitive swimmer saying, I need more, I'm craving more, I need more action?
Well, when we first started our garden, my big idea was it was going to be this huge production garden. Well, as with everything I do, it's a learning experience. And so our first garden did not grow hardly anything. And I was like, well, we need to nix that one. So each year we try to grow something different, try different crops, grow different things. So really just talking to people in the community, talking to other people that know more than me, and local farmers and agriculture teachers in the high school, and then Farm Bureau people, they give me ideas. And I came back and I said, Mr. Butcher, I want goats. And he said, okay. And I went, okay.
You know, basically the answer's always been yes, as long as it works and it benefits kids. And so far, everything that she's tried, it's not everything has been a huge, gigantic success, but it's been successful in everything she's done. And, you know, it's benefited our kids, not just the kids that she teaches, but the entire school.
Oh, but that goat adventure nearly proved disastrous. What Monica thought she was getting was 3 female baby goats. Surprise! 2 of the alleged females were, in fact, males. A decision had to be made. Partner with the middle school and raise baby goats, give the males away and get new girls, or neuter the males. According to Monica, quote, we decided to do the latter.
We did. We dove in. One held the front, I held the middle and the back legs, and we learned how to band the goats and learn how to properly take care of them. So,
did you have that moment where you said, how did I get involved in this? Wait a minute, I went from teaching nutrition.
Every time I question myself, what in the world have I got myself into? But I absolutely love learning myself. Everything that I'm learning, I have to learn it all before I teach it. And so whenever I go out there and spend time with the goats, I learn something new.
You know, just having our kids have the opportunity to, you know, see goats, hear goats. The chickens, you know, they're a little louder than we would like them to be, but they hear that. And that's an experience that kids are never going to get unless they have that experience. You know, our kids don't live on farms. They don't have that. We've had kids that have tried sweet potatoes. We've had kids that were grown here. Radishes, different things. They probably would have never tried if we didn't have that here.
Again, Monica Massey, your GFB Excellence in Ag Teacher of the Year. Well, stay with us. Some heartfelt thoughts from outgoing Georgia Ag Commissioner Gary Black when the Farm Monitor continues.
For Brian Fleming, working on the family farm is just about all he's ever known, as he's been running a tractor since before he could drive a car. It's a lifestyle he wouldn't trade for the world, and it's a lifestyle that has helped him earn the title of 2022 Georgia Farm Bureau Excellence in Agriculture Award winner, an award he competed for at this year's Young Farmer and Rancher Conference that's awarded to a member for their involvement with Farm Bureau and their community.
I was born on this first generation farm started by my dad and uncle, so I've been around the farm my whole life. When I turned about 13, 14 years old, they kind of turned me loose on the equipment and said, here you go, if you want to work, we'll give you a job. So I worked for them throughout high school, graduated high school, went off to college for 4 years, graduated, come back, and went to work with them full time. Now, you know, I help run the day-to-day operations with my father and one of my best friends, Bryn, as my uncle's retired. On a day-to-day operation out here, you know, I'm responsible for anything from harvesting the crop, planting the crop, spraying the crop, plowing, getting everything ready. So I pretty much do a little bit of everything.
As much as he enjoys working on the farm, Fleming's passion for agriculture goes far beyond his fence rows, as he tirelessly promotes and advocates for the industry in his community by visiting schools, planning ag events, and doing just about anything else that supports the industry, even filming videos for Ag in the Classroom, as you can see here.
I have a very deep passion for agriculture, whether it's actually doing the job on the farm or promoting ag, because I feel it's important for us as farmers to be out in the community promoting what we're doing, because if we don't do it, who is? So over the years, I've been very involved, and especially in the school systems, making sure I attend any ag days. I partner with a lot of schools and teach classes, whether it's on soil conservation, whether it's on crops, whatever it might be. So that's one of the things I'm very involved in. I'm also on a planning committee that helps promote ag by having an ag expo in the county that has all kind of demonstrations from poultry to dairy to beef cattle to row crops to honeybees. So we try to promote all of ag in Northeast Georgia at that expo.
Fleming will now head to Puerto Rico, where he'll be competing for national recognition at this year's annual AFBF convention, an opportunity he says is an honor to get to represent his state, county, and farm.
For me to be chosen for the award, number one, means the world. To be able to represent, like I said, my county, and now get to represent my state, you know, it means a lot. So I look forward to going down there and trying my best to represent Georgia to the best of my ability, and hopefully I'll make everybody proud and maybe can bring home a title for Georgia.
Reporting in Cannon for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.
Well, finally this week, 2022, not the only thing coming to a close. So is the outstanding tenure of Georgia Ag Commissioner Gary Black.
Yeah, a person all of us here at the Farm Monitor hold in high regard, the commish, as I like to call him, inviting me to his farm and commerce for a little perspective, really just him and the camera, one-on-one, reflecting back on the 12 years in which he oversaw the state's #1 industry.
We've seen a lot of opportunities, some challenges, and together I hope we as a family have overcome them together. We started with a plan in 2011. We had a steering committee of about 43 people from outside of within the different parts of the ag industry. We expanded that to about another 150 people, and we divided the department up in 21 disciplines. They took 6 months to look at just some basic questions. What do we do well? What can we improve on? And what do we need to stop doing? And if you do that kind of analysis, even on your farm and your business, even within your family, it's amazing what asking those tough questions will get some pretty good answers and get you a good plan. And we're very fortunate to do that. Georgia Grown was certainly a priority. We couldn't have had a better partner than the Farm Bureau organization, but also the Farm Bureau family across the state in helping launch what I believe is the best state brand in America. That was certainly our goal. We've seen businesses start. We've seen over 1,200 businesses now, farmers, ranchers, manufacturers, all different aspects, even in the forest industry. They're active members using the brand, standing up with pride for what we produce here in Georgia. And really economic value has been returned. Very excited about opportunities for Commissioner-elect Tyler Harper. Tyler and I have known him a long time, and in fact, he was my county chair in Irwin County for my first campaign. And he's been a very successful state senator, and he's going to bring that experience into this office, and I'm excited about his prospects. What this is a transition, a transfer of responsibility, and he's well equipped. And we're going to be there all along the way to be of assistance, however I can be a part of the team to assist to make sure that the future success is certainly, we're committed to that, and our team is. So really excited about where the next steps will be, but I feel very good about the trajectory of the department, the leadership of our team, and the vision. We have a transition set of a bit of a handbook that we're about to be reviewing in detail, and I just expect the best as he begins his term in 2023.
Commissioner, thanks so much, sir. It has been a fun 12 years, and we wish you nothing but the best. And thank you for watching this special edition of the Farm Monitor. Unfortunately, we are out of time.
Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and have a great week.